Hi, and welcome to the Myth of Hockey. So, this is episode, I think, 16. So, if you haven't seen my other videos, please check them out. It's pretty cool, pretty fascinating stuff what the myth of hockey is, and that's goaltending being misunderstood. It's NHL goaltending being overvalued, overrated, compared from one goalie to the next goalie, from one team to the next team. And I've used old names, old important names such as Brodeur, Patrick Waugh, Dominic Hasek, Ken Dryden, to use the best in the world to show you the myth of hockey, which is goaltending being overvalued or overrated. Yep, it's true, and I have facts to back it up. So here's the most modern, most recent comparable. This is going to fascinate you. So watch this. This is nuts. So these numbers right here, since October 27th, 26-4-1 this goaltender is, with a 939 and a 186 since October 27th. You look at those stats and you go, wow, what a goaltender. He's amazing. He's stealing games, the greatness. He's going to win the Vezina. And it's Ullmark from Boston, okay? So these are Ullmark stats. Now, again, they seem amazing. They look amazing. They appear to be amazing. But is it possible that the team is helping him make him look amazing? Is it possible that the team is amazing and they're just making possibly an average goaltender look better than average, comparable to other goalies or other teams? Well, let's look at his partner, shall we? Swayman. What's he done since October 27th? So if Ullmark is having truly a great season, and it's mostly the goaltending, and it's very little to do with his defensive systems and the insulation he's been provided, then how did this happen since October 27th? Swayman is 15-3-4 with a 926 and a 2.03 goals against average. Again, if Ullmark was having this truly incredible season, this Vezina type season, how is the backup lights out? How's he lights out since October 27th? And it just goes to show you that it's the Bruins' insulation and protection that's making these guys look great. Because, 5 years ago, these guys, Ullmark was okay 5 years ago in Buffalo. Swayman wasn't even in the league 5 years ago, so that's got to tell you something. How does he post these numbers as a goalie who's only been around for 3 years? But this has to fascinate you. And again, why aren't we told this by the experts? Why do we all just jump all over Ullmark? But look what they've done since January 1st. So, since January 1st, Ullmark is 11-3-0 with a 940 and a 185. And Swayman is 9-1-1 with a 938 and a 182, people. This, again, I got to stop giggling because it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny how ignorant the hockey world is to what they appear goaltenders to be, what is greatness. The Boston Bruins aren't backed by these amazing goaltenders. These goaltenders are backed by an amazing defensive system and strategies and shots to perimeters, obviously. Unless they just won the goalie lottery twice and just happen to have the two best goalies in the NHL. So what happens when we compare these two guys to the goalies in Anaheim? Watch this. So in Anaheim, Gibson, who is a bona fide, talented, skilled NHL goaltender, he's 12-23-7 with a 902 and a 394 Gibson is. And by the way, Anaheim faces 10 more shots per game than the Bruins. And his two backups have combined for an 8-11-1. One backup has an 897. The other backup has the exact same save percentage, which is really close to Gibson's. And their goals against averages are really close to Gibson's. So I guess Anaheim just has the three crappiest goalies in the league. What a coincidence. They lost the lottery. Or, again, the Anaheim Ducks have poor insulation, poor protection, poor defensive systems, blah, blah, blahs. Do you think that's coincidence? So doesn't this prove, beyond the shadow of a doubt, like switch teams? Put Gibson on Bruins and Ullmark and Swayman on Anaheim, and what do you think happens? Do you think that And can any expert out there prove to me, any goalie coaches out there, instructors, prove to me what Gibson lacks compared to Ullmark as far as technical abilities, retreat speed, angles, poor lateral transfers, poor lateral movement, bad gap control? Do you want to give me technical reasons why you think Ullmark's better than Gibson? I'd love to hear it, because I don't believe that to be true. I believe it all boils down to the systems and the protection that NHL teams offer their goalies or don't offer their goalies. And this is crazy stuff. Again, I believe that Swayman and Ullmark have won the NHL goaltending lottery, and Gibson and friends lost the goaltending lottery. Bye for now.